Relay station. Come in, relay station. Come in. This is a red alert from the island. I must contact Balentine in Port Charles immediately.
Where is Mikos? We must have his authorization.
Mikos and Tony Cassadine are dead. Victor Cassadine has turned over all authority to me.
Who is this? Identify yourself. We must have confirmation.
Now you listen, we've got a red alert here. We've got a crisis. I don't have time to argue. I'm putting Victor Cassadine on. He'll give you every necessary authorization. Hold on. All right, go for it. Relay station is standing by. Tell him
Victor, come and be here. Tell them not to monitor the conversation.
This is Victor Cassadine. You will open direct contact with Port Charles immediately. And you will also turn off all monitors on this transmission. That is all. Out.
Your orders will be carried out, Mr. Cassadine. We will establish radio contact with Port Charles as soon as possible and cut off all monitors from this station during transmission. Out.
Amy, Georgia, great news. Luke is alive.
Oh, I'm glad we've got some good news to cheer about.
We don't know all the details yet, but we do know that he's with Laura and he's on an island somewhere in the Atlantic. You're putting me on.
No,
Come on. True. Come on, Amy. Look, we're talking about Luke Spencer.
Well, I guess anything's possible when he's involved.
I hate to break up this happy little gathering.
Oh, we were talking about my brother.
I see. Well, Dan and I want to thank each of you for pitching in the way you have, for doing the impossible by keeping this hospital open under the most difficult conditions. But now we must ask a little more of you.
Here we go again.
You name it, Steve.
The kids in pediatrics, they're cold and they're scared. We need people up there to calm them down, talk to them, read to them, anything to help them get to sleep.
Well, troops, I think that sounds like our cue to go help out, huh?
Well, I'm ready.
Well, that's one way to put me to sleep, and I don't think she'd mind joining us, do you, Amy?
Thanks, Claudia.
I need Amy down here.
You do?
She's been a very valuable and key person during this emergency.
I have. She has.
And I want to thank you for it, Amy. As a matter of fact, I want to thank all of you.
Come on, anything to the Express to pediatrics.
Okay, let's go.
Take care of it.
Well, I'm sure I can organize this blanket brigade a little more efficiently. Will you please excuse me?
I hardly know how to put into words how I feel about our staff tonight.
I know. They really are wonderful.
I feel so proud of them. I feel like handing out medals.
Well, that's why they're working so hard, because they know how much you appreciate it.
Who knows how long everybody will keep it up.
Relay, this is Control. Come in. Do you read me? Relay, come in. What is the problem about contacting Port Charles?
Weather conditions in Port Charles still interfering with transmission.
I don't care about that. Victor Cassadine is getting very impatient. Do you read me?
Roger. We are doing everything we can to establish contact.
Well, do it faster. Faster! We have an emergency here. Do you understand? Out. Emergency. 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 Cassadine, stop me. Venezuela. That's it. That's it. That's it. Venezuela.
Like we're approaching the 0 hour, Balentine.
Yes.
I think we better take a look at the bottom line.
Now, we have taken a look, Mr. Rooney. Everybody knows what's going to happen when the freeze gets worse.
That's the part I don't understand. I've never seen morale at such a high pitch in this hospital.
That's because of you and Dr. Hardy. You've done a wonderful job of keeping this hospital functioning.
What's going to happen to that morale when it becomes unbearably cold? And it is going to, isn't it?
Well, I can only speculate, just like the rest of you.
Well, it doesn't take much speculation to know the suffering that cold's going to cause when it hits bottom.
I hope you've got some contingency plans for when that happens.
Well, if you can call them that. Steve and I have gone over everything we could think of in the way of plans in case of any emergency. But it all comes up still black.
Well, all you can do is keep going, keep working long as you can.
Yeah, that's one thing for sure. We got to keep everybody on their feet and moving.
What about the power and heat for this hospital?
Well, if either one of them goes out, we're in trouble in the intensive care units. Rick's trying to beat the odds in OR by scheduling all the surgical procedures before the 0 hour.
Well, that'll give some of the patients a fighting chance.
Be fine for some of them. But let's face it, Balentine. We could lose some of them.
Robert, can't you figure it out yet?
I've only got several hundred more combinations to go. How can I miss?
With your permission.
Just don't make any sudden moves.
Would you prefer me to stand against the wall with my hands on my head?
I've given that considerable thought. But you appear to be quite docile now.
What difference does it make?
Difference of life and death, Victor, specifically yours, if I don't get this bloody door open.
Robert, Laura, find out from Victor exactly where this island is located.
Listen, have you got that lever released yet?
No, it's locked tight. I can't budge it.
What about Port Charles? Have you made contact yet?
No luck, darling. The relay station tells me that because of the weather we can't get through. I'm gonna keep leaning on him. Abracadabra. Right. Relay station, this is Island. Come in.
Go ahead, please.
What are you doing there, playing jacks? Will you put me through to Port Charles? I asked you this 15 minutes ago.
We anticipate locking in transmission at any moment.
Right, I know, and you told me that 5 minutes ago.
Please stand by.
Stand by. Stand by. Stand by while Port Charles dies. Die. Signs of Greece. Socrates.
Well, any luck? Now we're getting some kind of transmission.
Port Charles, come in, please. This is Luke Spencer. Can anybody hear me? Can you hear me? Port Charles, please come in.
We read you, Spencer. This is Balentine at General Hospital.
All right, look. Mikos and Tony Cassadine are dead. We're holding Victor Cassadine prisoner.
Have you unlocked the weather machine?
No, it takes a code fed into a computer. I can't figure out the code. Can you help?
Do you know your location?
Don't go away. Hold on.
Yes, we'll hold. Look, get on that phone to Washington. Tell them we got a location on the island.
Robert, this is Luke. Listen, man, I'm on the wire with Port Charles. Do we know the location of the island?
We're 40 to 60 miles north of Caracas and the Grenadines.
Got it. Stand by. Port Charles, Luke Spencer here. You still there?
Yes, go ahead, Spencer.
All right, I got you an approximate location of the island.
Look, I'm afraid it's too late, but try to get this on tape. Go ahead.
All right, we're 40 to 60 miles due north of Caracas.
Check.
In the Grenadines, an uninhabited island.
Oh, yeah, we've got planes in the area, but it's too late. We can never make it on time. Now, what about that weather machine?
But the only thing that's going to stop it is feeding the right code into the computer.
We're on a critical basis here, Spencer. Almost at 0 hour and a total freeze. Can't you do anything to stop it?
We're working on it, man!
It is 15 minutes to 0 hour. Repeat, 15 minutes to 0 hour. You are on your own. Repeat, you're on your own. Do you read me?
Yeah, I read you. I know what you're saying. You're saying if I don't come up with the code, Port Charles is dead and probably all of New York. Thank you.